Nintendo Switch. I usually start these videos off explaining what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna stop doing that because that is so just insulting your intelligence. If you don't know, the new Nintendo NX got revealed. It's called Nintendo Switch. Go watch the trailer first if you haven't seen it. I'll link it below. I wonder how all the big gaming media outlets were. IGN Office, probably somebody just casually perusing the YouTube looking for news. Like, oh, we get a notification from Nintendo. What did they upload? Some new Pokemon Sun and Moon gameplays, drinking his coffee that's invisible. Like a PA system's like, new console got revealed, NX got revealed. Everybody just freezes, drops what they do, and run. It's like an alert PA system. It's like, new console alert, new console alert, new console alert. And he just looks at Ryan McCaffrey. It's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm covering IGN first for Destiny Part 7, The Given Princess. He's like, no, you're not. You're covering NX.
Wait for me! Come on, come on, come on!
Okay, now I realize I'm not the demographic for this. I'm a hardcore gamer who wants to play Nintendo games, but I don't take consoles on the go. I don't like handhelds. The biggest bar for handhelds for me was for the 3DS, the god-awful low resolution, 240p. I don't care how good the games are, I'm not putting up with that. That's what I think the biggest benefit for this console I'll get out of the Nintendo Switch, is that it is combining the 3DS and the Nintendo home console markets into one. Hopefully, that's what it looks like it's doing. So there's not going to be any more 3DS games, not going to be any more Wii U games, it's going to be Nintendo Switch games, and it's going to do both. So I should get to play all the portable games at home on my big screen TV, right? Which means every game has to have two versions, because obviously when the Nintendo Switch disconnects from the dock, it's going to be weaker, it's going to have I don't know what the actual resolution on the thing is. That's also very important for mobile gaming. If it's not at least 720, 900p would be the target, but 720 would be decent. But if it's anything less than that, it's gonna look like garbage, especially with this weird multiplayer thing they're doing, where it's like, even on a tiny little screen, it splits into two people, and then the little remotes come off. It's a neat idea how they fit all the things on the console, but I don't see that being practical. I don't see myself ever using that. But if you look at the likes ratio on the trailer, then people are clearly pretty happy, so that means they did a good job in choosing what to do with this console. My biggest gripes is this thing breaks into 68 million different pieces. As I'm looking at it, I'm like, is that just gonna be like holding a giant phone tablet? Because so that will be ass, and if the first thing I have to do is charge out extra money to get the Pro Controller, I'm gonna be upset. It's kind of hard to see in the commercial, but there have been pictures of the trailer. The controllers actually got handles underneath those weird, like, little tablet slide remote Joy-Con pieces, whatever they're calling them. I'd have to feel it in my hands, because that does look super uncomfortable. The other big thing is we see third-party support. If you have a picture with, like, all these different third-party developers, you got freaking From Software on there, and this is good, this is good, this is good, this is good, Nintendo. It's Skyrim Remastered too, so that's gonna be a physically demanding game, right? Which means the NX has to be powerful enough to run it at, again, what's the resolution? What's the resolution? The big thing we still don't know are specs. I wanna know the resolution of that little screen, even though I'll probably never use it. For me, it's gonna stay docked in the thing, and I'm just gonna use the controller on the TV. I wanna know what native resolution the console can run at. I wanna know how powerful it is. I wanna know how often games will hit 1080p 60 FPS. I wanna know the price. We still don't know the price. We saw Zelda Breath of the Wild, obviously, running in the trailer. But I gotta say, it doesn't look that different from the Wii U version. Now, it never showed too much full-screen gameplay, and it was part of a trailer, and we don't know the resolution to frame rate difference, but it looks similar to the Wii U version, so I'm like, how big of a console jump is this? It's gotta be somewhat of a significant jump, because it's running Skyrim Remastered, right? So that's a good sign, but I don't know for sure until you tell me resolution frame rate specs. For me, the most important thing was comfortable controller, price. In fact, the lower the price, I think the worse, because then that's telling us how powerful it is. If this thing is cheaper than $300, I think that's bad, 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 bad. Now, again, I'm not the demographic. I'm not the average everyday person who they want this thing probably to be as big as the Wii again. They want everybody to pick the damn thing up, and for that, you need it to be cheap, because people don't have expendable income. Most of my income goes towards gaming, so price doesn't really matter for me other than telling me how powerful the machine is. The last thing we also don't know that I need to see is the launch lineup. Is Zelda coming at launch? Is the new Mario 3D coming at launch? Is Skyrim Remastered going to be available at launch? What other new games are you doing? Because right now that's 3. They had an NBA 2K. Who gives a hell about that? That part in the commercial, like, literally proves everything I've ever said about sports games. Why would you stop playing basketball in real life to play it on a dinky little... I don't get it, I don't. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of the portable thing, but I get why they did it, and I think it is a smart move business-wise. And I really do like the name, Nintendo Switch. I think that's catchy. I do. It's got a very slick little logo. It just did like thing like maybe one too many times. Also, there is a rumor, not really rumor, but there's something going around about the honesty of this ad, and that confused me at first, but apparently so Bethesda and 2K employees, or publisher people, you know, whatever, people who work for the companies, were all like, hey, we're working with Nintendo NX, we are proud to help out with the trailer, but we are not confirming any games for the lineup yet. And then a couple people are going, are they lying to us? Skyrim Remastered isn't coming to the NX? Oh my god. That would not have been my first assumption hearing those words. People have said Nintendo's done this before with the Wii U and Metro Last Light. I am giving them the benefit of the doubt because I think even Nintendo can't be that stupid. But as of yet, I don't have any solid reasons to believe that. We just need to see the launch lineup, and even if it's not available at launch, if it comes within a few months, that's not the biggest deal. But you need a launch lineup, you need a solid launch lineup. At the end of the day, I think this was a good reveal. I think it could have gone way worse than it did. I think advertising-wise, it was pretty slick. How it showed, like, adults with responsibility. That was very subtle and a very smart move. I don't get the slip off the remotes and have 16 people play on a screen the size of 1 pixel. Oh, one other thing I am concerned about is that every developer will now have to make 2 versions of the game, right? You'll have to make the cool, sweet-ass, high graphics when it's docked home TV console version, and you'll have to make a shittier portable version to run with less than the full power of the console, right? So this is concerning me now. Are people gonna start... Is Nintendo going to allow people to make games for only the portable half or only the home console half? That will be bad. It'll be like buying PS4 Pro and then having games not be compatible for it. Because the big selling point of this console is that it's combining the home market and it's combining the portable market. That's like never been done before, so that's its goal. So if it doesn't fully accomplish that, I think that'll be a huge missed opportunity. Let's go with that. So far so good, Nintendo. Just don't screw anything up, because if you are lying in some way, or if these games aren't all compatible or something, or if the price is way too low and the resolution is garbage, you're gonna be out of the console market. You don't get 2 failures in a row. You will be a third-party software developer.